In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to put text, readable text, on top of a cluttered image like this. The concept is we're going to make text boxes, and then we're going to make the text black, and then we're going to put a thing in the background that basically is an outline of white. So here I have a 3D printer. Say I want to say, hey, I've got a 3D printer here. I open up, this is GIMP that I'm editing in. Let me actually pull out the windows. Okay, there they are. My toolbox, I click on text tool, drag this text box here. I'm going to make this much bigger, and I'm going to say this is a 3D. Oops, I accidentally made a duplicate copy there. So this is a 3D printer. And to make this readable, I'm going to make it bold. So this might be readable right here on top, but it's not really very readable if I were to put one here that says, this is a CNC machine. So again, I'm going to make that larger. I have to make it bold. So if I click off of this, you can read this one pretty easily because the background is white, but this one is very hard to read. So the way we fix that is ignore all these extra layers here. I'm going to create a new layer. So I'm going to say new, and I'm going to name this white layer, and that's here. I'm going to go back to one of the two pieces of text I wrote, and I'm going to use this select by color, and I'm going to select the color of the text. Then I'm going to go to select and grow, and what this is going to do is it's going to have that selection but increase it on all sides by a number of pixels. I'm going to put 10 pixels here, so now you can see it's about 10 pixels bigger around the edges. And I'm going to go back and make sure that I'm clicked on my white layer, and I'm going to select the paint fill, and I'm going to change the color to white, and I'm going to fill that area. So right now it looks like I just messed everything up. That's because the white layer is on top of the text layers. So if I just simply drag this below that, it puts the text layer on top. So now you can read pretty easily, this is a 3D printer. Let's do the same for the CNC machine. So I select the layer that the CNC machine text is on. I'm going to select by color. I'm going to click on the black, go to select, grow by 10 pixels on basically the outline of that text. I'm going to go back to my white layer, and then I'm going to use the fill bucket to turn that background white. Now it's very easy to read. And that's the basics of being able to edit the picture and have text that you can read. So, and as you can see, this is the CNC machine. This is a 3D printer. You could do other things like add an arrow or something like that. I haven't really been very good with GIMP. I don't think I could draw an arrow. Usually what I do is I import a PNG file that has the arrow in it. And this is actually one that I had used previously. So I just take this and I drop it here and move it around. So I'll say this is CNC machine, and I will rotate it slightly so that the arrow points down at the CNC machine. And then I will select by color. I will select and grow by 10 pixels. Make sure I switch back to my white layer before I paint fill, and then I fill with the paint bucket, and I'll deselect all of the things, and there you go. Now you have a nice arrow. It overlays on all the mess that's in here, and you can point at stuff, you can label it, and it's very easy. So that's just a 5-minute tutorial on that.